Inheritance means you are inheriting something from a previous parent or a previous class. Let's say there is a class A. It has def m1 pass def m2 pass. Let's take another class, class B, def m3 pass def m4 pass. This is a basic class without using inheritance. So we used to create classes like, okay, class A, then there are some functions in class A, there's a class B, there are some functions in class B, same as class C. So when we talk about inheritance, it gathers the property of the previous parent. So if we take the same example, there's a class A, then there is a class B which has inherited from class A. And here is C which has inherited from B. How many methods does each class has now? Let's take an object. Now if I write a dot m1 here, a dot m2, it will give me the result of a dot m2. Simple, it's very simple. When I write b dot m3, it will give me the result of b dot m3. But when I write b dot m1, it will again give the result of b dot m1 because we inherited these methods to class B. And now class B has 4 methods, these two and these two. Similarly, class C has 6 methods, M1 to M6. So next we'll talk about multiple inheritance. We'll take the same example. When I talk about multiple inheritance, there is a class A with M1 and M2, there is a class B with M3 and M4, and there is a class C which has inherited from both A and B. I have defined 3 objects. Now when I write A dot M1, A dot, let's write B dot M3, C dot M5, C dot M1, and C dot M3. So here you can see M1 which was in A, M2, M3 which was in B, there was M5 which was in C. Now M1 and M3 belong to A and B. Now C can make use of it because C has inherited from A and B. Next up is polymorphism. In polymorphism, the first topic that we'll do is operator overloading. Let's say we have a class A, constructor dot num a1 is equal to A, a2 equals to A. Now what will be the result of a1 plus a2? It will give an error because addition is not directly allowed when it comes to objects. We'll take this example again. You can understand here unseparated operand for A and A. The class does not understand this particular operator sum. So we'll take class A. We define the constructor here, self num. Let's make a function. I'm writing add self other return self dot num plus other dot num. I run it, the answer will be 30. Next up, we'll talk about method overloading. So this is a class, and what we are doing here, this one is called a method. What I did was I recreated with method with one extra argument to pass to it, and I recreated this method again to pass 2 arguments. Okay, so what if I create an object, I write a is equal to A. What if I write A dot M? What if I write A dot M 10, and what if I write A dot M 10, 20? When I have recreated any method again, it will not work for last 2. The last one will work. Next we'll do constructor overloading. For this particular class, when I write M1 equals to my class, and what if I write m2 1 comma 2? Which one is defined at last will always be considered. So next we will talk about method overriding. Let's take it class A. So class A method 1, class A method 2, and class B. I'm printing def m1 self. Print class B method 1 B equals to B. What should be the result of B dot M1? It will be class B method 1. The super function in Python makes class inheritance more manageable. This function returns a temporary object that allows the reference to parent class by keyword this super. Next we'll talk about constructor overriding. So I'll take a class A child constructor, and now what I did was I created a class. Here I created another class. I inherited A from it. Again, I created a constructor. What I did was I used super to call the above original constructor, and I printed child constructor. The answer will come out to be parent constructor and child constructor encapsulation. First, we'll talk about the private method. Let's take class car. Let's take an object my car, and when I assign car to it, when I'm running it, the constructor will execute. It will call this particular function. Here we implemented it on a method. Let's see if we can implement it on a variable. Private variables, class car. Here I'm first taking max speed. By default, I'm giving it a 0, and next I'll take name. I'll keep it blank. car, my car dot drive. It will give me driving max speed is 200. If I write my car dot max speed 10, my car dot drive, it will not change. The max speed will remain the same. So what if I do it again? Let's just say I'll print my car dot max speed. So the result will be 10.